Glad to be back with you here in Obscure Victories Gaming and our Slow Burn Dynasty. We are in week 8. We're in preparation mode for Missouri. They are number 22 in the nation at 4-3. We are bumped down all the way to 24 at 5-2. Coming off a tough loss against Penn State, lost by 21. Felt like it was a closer game than the final score, but we're moving on here to Missouri. And the first thing we're going to do this week is check out the college football landscape. So here's the top 10, another shakeup. Oregon gets bumped up to 1, Tennessee at 2, Oklahoma 3, Bama 4, Texas, USC. Pitt lost to Virginia Tech, so they drop down to 7. There's Penn State, who beat us. They jump up to 8. Notre Dame to 9, Miami to 10. Clemson goes to 11. Florida State lost to Miami, so they drop 5 to 12. Ohio State stays the same. Michigan State drops after losing to Nebraska. Nebraska jumps up. FIU jumps up. They're 5-0. Coming off a big win against Southern Mississippi. Iowa's up to 17. They are on a roll since throttling us. Louisiana's bumping up. Virginia Tech jumps in. SMU jumps in after beating Army. So Army has 2 losses on the year. Then we go Washington. Missouri jumps to 22 after beating Ole Miss. There's Ole Miss at 23. There's us at 24. And then Georgia Tech lost to Clemson. And that's your top 25. Quick Heisman Watch update. Justin Bryant continues to lead. Tidwell jumps up. Richardson goes up. Ray Anderson drops down. He's kind of had a below average game, 15 carries, 74 yards. But Tidwell continues to jump up the board here. 176 passing yards, 76 rushing yards, 6 total TDs. So Tidwell's kind of carrying the team. Ray Anderson's kind of an afterthought here. And then Jared Carter jumps in from Pitt. And that's your Heisman Watch. Championship contenders, still holding solid at A-. But again, that 2023 grade continues to climb. So we're at 77 now. I can't remember what it was last time I played. It's been about a week or so. But I think it was like 71. So hopefully we're doing enough recruiting to bring that ranking back down. Quick check-in on toughest places to play. College Football 25 just came out with theirs, I think, yesterday as I'm recording this. But kind of the stalwarts up top here. And we'll scroll down and see where we're at. 40, 41. So it's holding steady at a B. We'll take that. All right, next I just want to check out the top recruiting classes. There we are at number 81. We've signed 2 guys, 1 JUCO, and then 1 4-star offensive guard. But our recruiting class is looking solid. We're ahead on a lot of guys that we want. Let's just scroll up, see who's up top here. Any 5-star commitments yet? Virginia Tech, no, Bama got 1. Auburn. So not a lot of 5-stars here that are signed yet. Miami gets 1, Oklahoma gets 2. Oklahoma has kind of been running away with recruiting, and Texas A&M, they've both been doing really well. So no shock to see them at 1 and 2 here. A&M is at 4-3 after having a lot of good recruiting classes. They're 95 overall, 99 offense, 92 defense, but they just can't pull it together in the SEC. All right, let's jump to recruiting. All right, so we got 1,050 points to spend. Let's check in, see who's ready for a visit here. Good, Adam Carpenter's ready. Is anybody else after him? Kansas, but they're way down there. I think technically they can still unlock and get back in because they're only, I think you have to be 2,000 out from the second place team. And that Kansas is still that. They got a scholarship on him, so they must be coming after him. But I'm going to get Carpenter in this week. Tight end Alex Webb. I think we're going to get him in with Utah State. He's not the highest priority. Brian Foster. Anybody else after him? Nope. So we can get him in right away. Gets a bonus with the guard. And Tyler Gillett. Oregon State's jumping on him. I don't know how, priority-wise, we'll go against UTEP. And then rivalry game. All right, Mike Woods. We are close to being cut off here. We made the cut so far. It looks like Nevada and Air Force both unlocked to get back in. I don't think UCLA can do that, so I don't think their visit will do anything. And I think only one more team can get a visit. I think they can have 5. So it's either Nevada or Air Force. So we are in week 8. I think I'm going to keep 500 on him for now. We should, if the amount to stay in the battle stays the same, I think we should be locked out next week. We can unlock back in, jump to hopefully 2nd place in time for week 10 visit. So that's looking promising right there. Adam Carpenter, we're in. Reggie Johnson, we're dropping 20 now. We were going up 15 at one point. Northwestern must have caught on. We're dropping 20, so I don't think we're not going to get locked out here. So we won't need to unlock for him. Frank Kendrick coming in week 10. He's looking solid. I'm going to drop some points off him to 250. He's at 84%. Justin Wright, I'm going to do the same. Tom Stevens came in. He's at 89%. We'll keep him as is. Cheryl Johnson will keep the same. Corey Stevens, I'm going to drop down to 250. We also have to remember that week 8 is now the week that we can go after anybody in the country. We're not limited to just our region. So we'll have to make room for some more guys. We'll have to free up some points for sure next week. But Thad McCullough looking good. Oregon has a late visit, which kind of scares me. So we got to keep pulling ahead on him. I'm going to bump him to 5. Bruce Hodges, I think the more I think about it, it's so hard we can only scout 10%. But I think I want to see more of him. So we're going to scout him. 77 speed. Not thrilled about that. So we'll keep him at 250. We're making good progress. Jacob Morrill came in. He's at 92% locked. I think if we can bump him up. Yeah, I like his grades here. We'll bump him up to 250. Hopefully sign him quicker. Mark Smith, now Stanford, Colorado kind of catching up here. We'll bump him to 300. Alex Webb coming for a visit week 10. I'm more interested in Stevenson as a tight end here. Brian Foster, again, really good grades. He's coming in week 8. That's this week. We'll keep him at 500. See if we can't really increase his lock percentage here. If not, sign him. Zach Harris is the fastest linebacker we're after so far. I'm going to scout him a little bit. 92 acceleration. You like to see that. Doesn't always equate to him being, top end speed, but it's promising. So we're going to get him to 350. Tim Evans, is he JUCO? Yeah, he's JUCO. Tyler Gillett will keep the same. Josh Grant, we'll just move him up a little bit. So we'll give him 100. Hopefully we can get him a visit soon. Ryan Henderson, I think I'm out on him. I mean, after all the guard, redshirted guard stuff, I'm out on him. Kyle Walker signed with Baylor, so he's out. We're never really fully into him. We're set with D tackles. Harvey Allen, we're just going to keep moving up. Alan Barber, strong safety. He's got 82 speed. I'm going to scout him a little bit more. Down to 64. Man coverage is 55. Christian Van will keep as is. Martin Johnson, we got the lead now. But after week 8 is kind of when other guys start signing with other teams. So other teams start to free up a lot of points and they can start coming after these guys. But he looks promising. Got some good grades. We'll keep him as is. Matt Preston moving up. Philip Hines. Kevin Weiss. We'll scout a little bit here. Good play rack. Jumps to 66. Promising, although Washington's going after him pretty hard now. Tom Gandy, Texas Tech, is catching on. Let's scout him a little bit more. We just don't get much. 71 press, not bad. I think I'd rather put points into Gandy. Let's put Evans at 25. Gandy, we're going to need 100. Mark Clay, see if we can unlock anything that's of value. No, hit power. Cortez Callahan, we're moving up. Getting solid grades. I don't want to dump any points into these running backs here. Ryan Henderson. Arizona's moving up. All right, I got to clear some space for some new guys that I want to get in, nationally. So I think halfback-wise, I got to make some decisions here. I'll kind of go through it and let you guys see what I end up with. right, so I think I freed up one more spot. So we got 4 spots for our national kind of search, which is probably a good number. But we still got a lot of points to use on the guys we have on our board. So I'm going to distribute those here just based on their overall. All right, so I scoured the nation, found 4 guys here. The first one, Quentin Payne, 67 overall. I'm allowing myself to kind of push up above 65 overall. You know, after being a 3-star school, Quentin Payne looks like a really good running back. You know, A speed, B acceleration. His bench and his squat were both right around 300, which you like to see in a running back for the game. So I went after him, and then I added 2 athletes here I couldn't resist. Cedric Harmon is a sophomore JUCO, but it looks like he could be a receiver, possibly a running back, or a quarterback. It'd be great if he could maybe play defense as well, but him being able to do all 3 of those is definitely a bonus for our team. Jeremy Hutchinson, junior college, junior, again, looks like a receiver, a runner, or a quarterback. And then Mike Morris, JUCO wide receiver, had blazing speed. I think he was at 4.34, which we'll take that every day with B acceleration. So we'd be really excited to get all 4 of these guys, which is why they're on our board now. So our board is full. We've got all the points just distributed, although I did see Tommy Gandy, I'm going to move up. Our board is looking solid here. Again, I'm feeling good about Mike Woods. I think we may get locked out next week, locked back in time for our visit in week 10. So that might work out really well for us. Adam Carpenter, maybe a little nervous about Kansas there, unlocking this week. We'll have to just wait and see kind of what happens. Reggie Johnson, we won't get locked out. We've got the first visit. Hopefully we can wow him enough, sign him week 10. Otherwise, he's going into the off season. He'd probably be a priority. Frank Kendrick looking good. Justin Wright, Tom Stevens, all these guys were really looking good on high lock percentage. No other teams going after them. Thad McCullough might be a battle. Bruce Hodges, Jake, all these guys looking good. And if we can sign a lot of them week 10, that's going to free up a lot of points. And then the addition of those 4 new guys really solidifies our board, where I don't feel bad about anybody on this board. You know, if we signed all these guys, maybe Ryan Henderson, to make a decision about him. Not quite ready to cut him yet. We'll have to wait and see how the guards play out. But again, solid board. We got 2 signings, offensive linemen, which is huge. I think we're doing really well filling the needs we have and setting ourselves up well in the future. All right, let's move on. All right, Dan Lanning is the head coach at Missouri, running the spread offense. They're going to run more than they pass. They're going to be fairly conservative. They're not going to go no huddle. Defensively, they're in 3-4. They're going to defend the pass a little bit more than the run. They're going to be fairly aggressive, which again, I think tight zones, shallow zones, and maybe try to strip the ball and use big hits on us. Skill-wise, Dan Lanning's a level 25. Again, all these bonuses down here I'm not so concerned about, but they do get a little bump to their clean laundry, so 50% less likely to cause penalties. Defensively, they got Barry Odom, a lot of bonuses here, so they're going to be a tough SEC defense. Offensively, got Ken Neomatalolo. Offensively, got Ken Neomatalolo, was the head coach at Navy, I believe. Level 24, a lot of good bonuses for his offense here. So again, a case of good players getting better. All right, player-wise, start on defense here. They got left outside linebacker Derek Brown, redshirt senior, 91 overall. Just average speed, good acceleration, great tackling, play rec, really good block shedding. Pursuit, zone coverage is up there, man coverage is up there. He got some good hit power, so really good linebacker for them. Next, we got cornerback Corey Brigham, redshirt sophomore, only 87 overall. Really good speed, acceleration, agility, man coverage, zone, press. He's a really good corner for them. He can tackle a little bit, and he's got some hit power. All right, next we got middle linebacker Joe Moore. They've got 3 really good middle linebackers, all at 87 overall, so we'll go over all of them. But Joe's got 82 speed, 89 excel. Good tackle, really good play rec and block shedding. Pursuit's good enough. Zone coverage, man coverage good enough. Got some hit power, some strength. Looks like you can maybe even rush a quarterback if needed. And they've also got Casey Evans in the middle, 87 overall, 79 speed, 95 excel. Good tackle, play rec, block shedding, pursuit. Coverage is good. Big hit power, got some strength, and could also rush the quarterback a little bit. Then Cameron Bradshaw, he's injured. I don't know for how long yet, but he's got the best speed, I believe. 84, 89 excel, good tackle, play rec, really good block shedding, pursuit. Zone coverage, might have the best coverage of them. Hit power, got some strength, and could rush the quarterback a little bit with those power moves and finesse moves as well. And then last, we got cornerback Patrick McDonald, 87 overall, 95 speed. Acceleration's up there. Man, zone, press, all really good. He can catch really well for a cornerback. Play rec is up there, really good pursuit. Tackle's up there, he can jump. He's got a little bit of hit power as well. Offensively, you got Chris Keys at quarterback, 89 overall. He's going to be a dual threat guy. 87 speed, 88 acceleration, really good awareness. Throw power's at 79, throw accuracy at 85, so more of a runner, but we still got to be ready for him to pass. Then they've got right guard Matt Green, 88 overall. Good speed for a guard, great acceleration, good awareness, pass block, run block way up there. Impact blocking's a little bit low. His strength is good too. Then they've got Philip Gray at center, 88 overall, 91 pass block, 85 run, 84 impact, 85 strength. So really solid center for them. Then we got true sophomore wide receiver Nate Ward, 86 overall, 90 speed, 95 excel. Really good catching and route running. Catching traffic is just average. Spec catch is good enough. Jumping is good enough. He's got a good release. Carrying. Can do a little bit with the ball, but really explosive at running routes. All right, for us top players, I was doing this last week, kind of looking through our guys, and I realized I'd never done it before. So Craig Swain will take on their center and one of their guards, 95 overall. Speed isn't special, accelerations aren't really there, but it's his awareness, his strength, his power moves, and his block shedding that make him really good, as well as pursuit and then his hit power. And also his stamina's at 88, so this guy's always on the field. So our next defensive player drops down to 81 from Craig Swain. So quite a big drop off. But Albert Lemon, 94 speed, 94 excel. Awareness continues to go up. Man coverage, zone coverage really good. He can press. He can catch really well for a corner. Play rec is up there. Pursuit is good. Tackling is good enough for a corner. And jumping is good enough as well. Then we got Michael Williams at right end, 81 overall. Good enough speed off the edge. Really good acceleration. He's got good enough strength. Tackling's a little bit low, but it's his power moves, his finesse moves that really allow him to get to the quarterback. And block shedding's good enough. Pursuit's good enough. He's got some hit power. He's definitely got the skills to make plays. And then on the other end of the line, we got Brandon Stone, 81 overall. Not as fast, can accelerate as well. Strength is okay, tackling is good enough, but his power moves, finesse moves, block shedding, all at 91. Pursuit's average, hit power's up there though. So this is a guy who's just going to grind to get after the quarterback. He's got great size too at 6'7", 280. All right, let's take a look at Missouri's depth chart, see if we can find any weaknesses. There's Keys at quarterback. Moss and Wallace, solid enough. Nothing, no blazing speed. I think their running back last season or 2 seasons ago really did a number on us, and he was only in the mid-80s. So definitely not going to sleep on these guys. They look solid enough. Fullbacks at 85. Wide receivers, there's Nate Ward we saw, Christian Garrison, also a true sophomore, so they got 2 solid receivers up here. And Harvey, Carter, and Moore. So, Moore's a tight end, Gardner's tight end. So 4 good solid receivers here, and then they go tight ends. Tight ends look solid, a sophomore, a freshman. So it'll be good for years to come here. Left tackle goes 76, left guard 76, center 88. Right guard 88, so their left side isn't anything that great. Their right tackle is injured, he's at 68, but he's backed up by 73 overall. So their center and their right guard really anchor their O-line, and they're pretty weak. Left tackle, left guard, and then right tackle as well. So hopefully we can exploit that, and our D-line can win those matchups most of the time. Left end, they go 80, no speed, 82 here, 71 speed. D tackle, they do run a 3-4 multiple, so they just need one good D tackle, and that's Arrington. Ingram will fill in and do well enough. Then they're going to have Brown on the field. Two of these three linebackers here will be in. So it looks like it'll be Evans and Moore. Right outside linebacker, Hamilton looks solid enough. Corners will go 87, 87, 86, 82, so solid there. Free safety 82, strong safety 83. So solid enough team here. Freshman kicker 75, punter 86. Fuller's going to be their returner, and then Matt Green is their long snapper. All right, next up, let's spin the event wheel, see what's happening with our team this week. All right, first spin, we get field goal power to 75%. That should be helpful, although last time we had it, I thought we could kick further than we could. I think that was Oklahoma last year. We missed like a 54-yarder into like a 2-mile-an-hour wind. So maybe not quite the bump I thought, although maybe I didn't hit it as well as I thought either. So field goal power goes 75%. Hopefully that helps us out, or hopefully we don't need it. All right, second spin. We've got unaware. So one of our players was -7 awareness. We'll find out who that is now. So it looks like it will be strong safety number 2. So who do we got back there? Cooper. I'm blanking on the other guy, but that's who it will be. All right, we'll make those changes now. Strategy for the game plan. You guys have probably figured it out by now. It's gonna be more of the same. Offensively, use our running backs. Although I think Lewis is out, isn't he? Let's check. Yeah, Lewis is out for 6 weeks. So we still got Kroll. It's gonna be a heavy dose of Kroll. As always, heavy dose of running. And then Freddie likes to mix in the play action and take some deep shots at the right time. Maybe some more screen game. Maybe try to get Williams on some sweeps. Mix it up a little bit. But it's gonna be a tough game. Again, our sliders have proven to be tough. Although we are playing at home, so hopefully that helps us out. Again, our sliders I think I bumped them up to 10%, all of them, except for quarterback. That'll stay at 5. So we really just have to manage that as we play. Defensively, I like their left side is pretty weak, and their right tackle as well. So I'm hoping we get some good matchups there and can win those consistently. But their secondary looks solid, so I'm going to have to be on my A game, making the right reads, and distributing the ball accordingly. So that's going to be a wrap on prepping for Missouri Week 8. Be sure you tune into the next one for the gameplay. And until then, keep gaming, keep growing, and keep celebrating those obscure victories. Game on.